Welcome back to the show. James Rule, XRP, the cryptocurrency teacher, not financial advice. I tell you what, let's catch up for the week. It's been a crazy week. I've been busy at work. We've had some crazy weather, but I'm going to catch you guys and gals up today on what I've seen throughout the week. We're going to get excited. We're going to scratch our head. We're going to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath because, you know, your digital asset investments, your portfolios have shown negative this week, and it usually happens in September. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that our developers are building. We're being very patient. You know, I've been in this space for 7 years, and I've seen ups and downs and ups and downs. And as the technologies begin to become adopted, we're going to see a significant increase in our portfolios, but it's going to take patience because we're still early to the party. If you get a chance, follow me on X, which is formerly Twitter, at RuleXRP, and let's go and get into it. Today's episode is sponsored by Caleb and Brown. They are an affiliate. I am a client, and a lot of you out there are asking yourself, you know, once I make millions and millions of dollars in my portfolio, how am I going to cash it out? All the major centralized exchanges are limited. You can only cash out $25,000, $100,000, this much. Well, Caleb and Brown allows you to have your own cryptocurrency broker. If you're new to crypto, if you're an OG like me, you get a one-on-one broker. It's free to sign up. It takes about 5 minutes. There's a link below. Check it out. Tell them James Rule XRP sent you by. And let's do it. Now, looking at the numbers, we're under $2 trillion total market cap. And yes, we saw some red this week. And, you know, the last few days, Bitcoin is at 54,748, Ethereum 22.98, XRP is down to 53 cents. Back up the truck, not financial advice. And you see all these others. Everything's in the red. There's a few greens down there, but for the most part, everything is falling in the red in unison, and you just have to be patient because it's going to happen. You have big sell-offs, you have big buys, you have big sell-offs, you have major institutional adoption taking place behind the scenes that they don't want you to know about. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get excited. Let's take a look at the news. All right, John Deaton at Deaton for Senate has won the primary to take on anti-crypto Elizabeth Warren in Massachusetts in the Senate race. And I want to say hats off to John Deaton. I've spoken to John Deaton on the phone. I participated in Zoom, and he is a phenomenal individual. He has a book that I've read 3 times already. It talks about his background. It talks about all the trials and triumphs that he has gone through. And I'll tell you what, John Deaton is an awesome individual. And I hope great things happen, and I hope he beats the shit out of Elizabeth Warren. On that note, Deaton for Senate has a YouTube channel. This is John Deaton on Making Money with Charles Payne. Check it out. I'm going to play this 4-minute clip, and here we go.
My next guest just won the GOP primary to take on Elizabeth Warren for a U.S. Senate seat. I want to bring in our Republican Senate candidate from Massachusetts, John Deaton. My man, congratulations.
Thank you, Charles. It was a good victory, but
it's
that's not the reason I got in the race.
But why did you win? Why did voters resonate with you?
Because I am the walking, living, and breathing embodiment of the American dream. 65% of the voters got together. They see that I can beat Elizabeth Warren. I know a lot of people doubt that, Charles, but it can be done. No one's unbeatable.
Right. Okay. So there's one thing to win the GOP primary. Right. How do you get enough in the state? Because a lot of people just feel like this is voting, you know, for the same old person. I don't know that they even know the issues anymore.
Well, the problem is, though, illegal immigration, inflation. Massachusetts is now second most expensive state to live in. It's crushing us. And this is what's happened, Charles. They went so far left, they've offended center-left folks. And if they see a reasonable, common-sense alternative, they're voting for them. And that's me.
I have your book on my desk, and your story is absolutely phenomenal. Talk to the audience, because maybe everyone doesn't know your story a little bit.
Well, I come from extreme poverty, grew up in Detroit, single mother on welfare and food stamps, surrounded by violence. I was forced to be a high school dropout because of gun violence early on. At 14, I vowed I'd break cycle, and if I became a dad, I'd be a good dad. And I am the embodiment of the American dream, Charles, and everything that's capable in a great country like ours. I got in this race because I see that dream dying, and I don't want to be the last poor kid to make it out of poverty in this country. I'm going to do something about it.
So the bottom line, it's still possible, because it seems to me that this race really is one side saying you cannot do it on your own. Give us the power. Give us the power to be big government. We'll pick winners and losers. We'll make sure you always come in first place. And the other side saying, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Right. That's frightening to a lot of people these days.
It is, but this whole idea of our country is about self-determination, that your birth does not dictate your destiny, and that in America we get to dictate our destiny. And the fact that I'm running against one of the most entrenched Washington elites, that alone proves the American dream's alive, and I'm going to preserve it, Charles.
Elizabeth Warren, I mean, she said America's problem. She talked about gun violence, what you mentioned, but she said the racial wealth gap and some other things, all connected to the concentration of the hands of the wealthy and the well-connected. And you know, it seems so amazing to me. These people have been in D.C. for decades, and they keep coming up with the same story, but their policies always seem to help the well-connected. Right? Billionaires made more money under Warren and Biden than they ever made with any other president.
100%. But Charles, it's the approach that's fundamentally flawed. She's great at fighting against things and people and issues. It's not the same as fighting for. For example, she's great at fighting against the rich and the wealthy, she claims.
But she's great with the rhetoric.
Right.
I haven't seen any evidence that she's beaten them.
That's right. But her approach, that's not the same as fighting for the poor and for the middle class. My approach is uplifting. We do not have to tear other people down to lift people up. And I think it's going to resonate. People are ready for an uplifting approach, Charles.
We've seen some socialists lose in the last election cycle. A lot of Democrat socialists, at least 3 or 4 of them on the congressional side. Warren is a big target. Do you think he can really pull it off?
I do. Listen, former Governor Charlie Baker was running in this race. He would smoke her by 15 points. That was a poll last year. I'm not Governor Baker. I don't have his name recognition, but it proves that she's vulnerable. And if you don't mind me saying, JohnDeatonForSenate.com, they can go out there and they can help me. I can win this race.
Say it one more time.
JohnDeatonForSenate.com. I can win this race, everyone. Please help me. We're going to defeat Elizabeth Warren.
I'm so glad to see you wearing your sneakers, my man, because you know what? It's going to take a whole lot.
Inspired by you, my man.
It's going to take a lot of shoe leather, though, to win that one.
Thank you, brother.
Scott Brown. Don't never forget Scott Brown, because it is possible for Republicans.
There we go. John Deaton. Man, I'm so excited to see him win these primaries. And if he defeats Elizabeth Warren, it is going to... Wow, it's just going to be incredible. I'm lost for words. DeatonForSenate.com. You can still donate to his campaign. I've donated several times. Don't forget, you can get his book on Amazon. Search for John Deaton and check it out. It's a great book. It's an eye-opening experience. And John Deaton, congratulations. Let's keep going. I could drag it on and on. Okay, Crypto Eddie at Sento Sumo Saba attended the XRP Community Night in Tokyo here a few days ago. And she was actually on a panel. She said here, thank you, Ripple, for the fun XRPL community event in Tokyo. Brad Garlinghouse, Monica Long. She actually had her picture taken with Monica Long, who is the president of Ripple. And Crypto Eddie and Moonchaser and others were on a panel at the event. Congratulations. I met Crypto Eddie last year in London. She is an incredible person, and hats off to your success. And hats off to attending these events, these XRP events. I'm jealous. Keep doing what you're doing. All right. Also, I love XRP at CryptoPrinceX took a video clip and tagged me and Digital Asset Investor. Thank you very much. I'm going to play this little clip. He took a video of Brad Garlinghouse talking about cryptocurrency and Ripple, and check it out. He actually pinned me on this post.
Bitcoin, and in around 2012, 2013, I had bought Bitcoin and thought was interesting, but I was always concerned that one of the limiting factors for Bitcoin's success was this idea of anti-government, anti-bank, and I always felt like if we're going to rewire how financial infrastructure works, it's not going to be through a parallel system. It's going to be by improving the existing system. And so when I first heard about Ripple, I was compelled in part because it felt much more smarter. And let's work with the system. Let's work with governments. Let's work with banks. I'll also say, like Monica, I think we're all drawn to people and things where you want to be a part of something bigger than you, and you want to put your kind of dent in the universe, to borrow something that Steve Jobs used to say. And Ripple always felt to me, and the idea was, it was big, the idea of rewiring how financial infrastructure worked. And, Chris Larson is a human who has a lot of passion, and I was drawn in by that passion and the opportunity to put my own dent in the universe. I think we've been fortunate to assemble a team, but also, again, what's so exciting to me and powerful about being here is it's more than just Ripple. It's all of the XRP community, and seeing that community thrive and grow and evolve has really been a source of a lot of gratification and excitement.
There you go. Thanks for tagging me on this. The XRP community is amazing. I've been in this space for 7 years. I've had my Twitter/X account/YouTube channel since 2020. And I tell you what, we've been through some rough times. The SEC suing Ripple and XRP. We kept our heads up. We've made it through it. We're still fighting a little bit, but it's incredible. XRP community is unique. We are open-minded. We have big hearts. We look out for each other, and it's just amazing to be a part of a community that is always thinking positive, no matter what happens. Thanks again. Here we go. Paul Graywall is the Chief Legal Officer at Coinbase. Coinbase is an exchange where you can exchange digital assets. You could buy XRP, you could sell XRP, you could buy Bitcoin, you could sell it, you could trade. Well, it looks like they have won a motion, and I'm going to read this real quick. Today, Judge Falia ruled from the bench on our motion to compel the SEC to provide key information for the defense of the case. In short, the court ordered the SEC to produce important discovery. He'll share the transcript below. I'm going to leave a link to this and the transcript. Well, what they're doing, they're trying to compel the SEC to spit out some information of how they make determinations of digital assets and how they are securities and why they're securities, and they can't prove it. They cannot prove it, but the court is trying to compel the SEC to give this information of how they make those determinations. Will we see anything? Will Gensler spit anything out? Probably not, but it's showing that the judge is looking for a level playing field, just like all the rest of us in the world of crypto. Keep going, keep going. Okay. I posted this yesterday, and there's a reason I posted this. Yesterday or the day before, there was some news released, and I'm going to show you here in a second, and the XRP community got their feathers ruffled, and I'm okay because, as far as the elections and who votes for who or who votes for what, I know who I'm voting for, and I'm not going to get political, but I tweeted out that I am not selling my XRP. This was September 6th. And why do I bring this up? Because the community had a shit fit. And right here on CoinDesk, it says that Ripple co-founder Chris Larson is among Kamala Harris's new corporate endorsers. It says Chris Larson's endorsement comes as Ripple has emerged as one of the biggest donors to the 2024 U.S. elections. Through his choice may be at odds with the company's CEO's support for Senate Republicans. And I'm not going to go into the detail. I'll leave a link below. Chris Larson is a co-founder of Ripple Labs. And if we look down here, we look at contributions. Ripple is among top contributors to crypto's Fair Shake PAC. $49.5 million from Coinbase, $48 million from Ripple, $47 million from Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z, $15 million from Jump Crypto, $5 million from Gemini, $1 million from Circle Internet Financial, and $1 million from Payward. So I'm not going to say anything. You do you, I do me. I'm still not selling my XRP. All right, Kinetic Markets, congratulations. It was announced this week that the JOULE token is now live for trading on Bitrue Official. Bitrue is an exchange If you're from the United States, you may not have access to Bitrue, but I want to say congratulations to the team at Kinetic. You can now purchase JOULE at Kinetic. And why is this a big deal? Because if you go to kinetic.market, you're going to have an option to supply, stake, borrow, and work your crypto. And what's neat about this is the app. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to show you my rewards. They are tremendous. But if you stake your JOULE tokens, you're going to receive key tokens. And about every 10 days, you're going to receive JOULE and key rewards based on how much you've staked. There's all kind of things going on. Kinetic Markets is working in unison with Flare. They're working with Scepter. They're working with, Staked Flare, JOULE, Key, all the above. There's so much to tear down. I'll leave a link to everything below so you can check it out yourself. Passive, massive income. Staking APY. This is just a number, 197.4%. Let's keep going. Azvada. I am a co-founder of Azvada, and there's some excitement in the air because Monday marks the start of the Azvada Ambassador Program. If you're interested, if you haven't signed up, you still have a couple days to sign up. We are thrilled to welcome our new ambassadors and moderators. We have 2 new moderators who will help us grow and spread the word about Azvada, tokenized real-world assets, tokenized real estate on the blockchain. And there's still time to join the global team. We're looking for ambassadors from every continent. I'm going to leave the LINQTO link below. If you click on their LINQTO or our LINQTO right here, click on the ambassador program and it will allow you to sign up. Why is this a big deal? Well, because, ambassadors, moderators and all get the word out there. And if you are an ambassador or a moderator, you're going to earn rewards in the Azvada and the Azvada DAO utility tokens, which are utility tokens on the network. Now, coming up Monday, there's going to be some major news released to the public. I can't talk about it today, but I'm really excited to be a part of it. Also, Azvada is looking at development opportunities in South America as well as the United States. And coming up September the 12th, we're looking at hearing from the FCA Digital Sandbox. And this is the webpage. They are located in the UK. It says the Digital Sandbox offers general data protection regulation, compliant data sets in a secure environment, mentorship from industry experts, and access to fintech community to help enable experimentation and scaling for proof of concepts. So what a sandbox does, it gives you a certain time limit where you can prove to the governments, you can prove to the regulators that you are a legit organization, a legit project, and it's really exciting. Permanent Digital Sandbox. Check it out. It's coming up. Stay tuned for some major news from Azvada coming up Monday. All right, I kind of broke it down for you. Like I said, I've been working quite a bit. My videos are limited, but if you get a chance, check out my tutorial videos on my page. Subscribe to the James Rule Crypto Show. If you would hit the like button, check it out. Share it with your friends and family. Because we're going places, a lot of things are happening, and I'm really excited to be a part of this community. All right, have a great weekend. Get out and touch the grass. My name is James Rule, XRP. Guess what? I told you so.